Welcome, everyone, to the Tethys Shipyards. I am Takeshi Yamato, the Yard Master, joining our host, the Housecoat Gamer.
Yo.
Today, we're taking a look at our next design, our next small craft, the Klingon Hekgoch class, or Iron Fist.
Which is later developed into the pronunciation Stokoch, or Steel Fist. This is one of the few fighters that wasn't directly involved with, taking inspiration from the Hydrans. Now, this was all Klingon, and is understandably rather crude as a result.
Yeah.
But, crude or not, it is effective, which is the entire point.
Yeah.
Mounting a micro-torpedo launcher as well as twin disruptor cannons, which are later improved in the Steel Fist variant. They are deployed rather differently than their counterparts, because this happens to be their mothership, the Ta-Vor class, Mother of Death in Federation Standard.
Right.
Compared to...
Okay. We have 3 of those in the fleet, I suppose.
Yes, we do.
Alright, I need to put those in there.
And they have an incredibly low fighter complement. In fact, most of the fighters you see here aren't actually loaded onto the carriers. They barely have enough room for 10 of the things. So most of them, they're going to be landing on ships like the Sword of Kalis over here, or the Pumwills.
Maybe even a few of them, maybe even 1 or 2 in a Katinga.
And there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
This could count as an early 24th century assault fleet, or something I find even more amusing, one of Chang's fantasy fleets. Yeah, because Chang believes, the Klingon Empire can take out the Federation. Yeah, that's kind of underestimating the Federation and Starfleet intelligence. And Starfleet in general. Regardless, while the ships were used differently than their counterparts in the other factions, they were still rather effective and spurred the development of the original Hornet class fighters.
Yep.
That said, these things did not last very long. And when fighters became back in vogue, the Steel Fist, the ultimate version of these things, it didn't exactly
do well.
Well, let's put it this way. The Federation introduced the Peregrine.
The Klingons ended up eventually doing the Todouge,
which is far later in the timeline than than the Dominion War.
Yeah.
Besides, the Ta-Vor class had long since been scrapped. There's only one of these things left in 2409.
Yeah.
And it's a clapped-down museum ship.
Yeah. About the closest thing the Klingons might have had to to a fighter in the Dominion War wasn't really a fighter. It was the Nukduj scout ship. And that was a completely different design entirely. That was technically small enough to be a runabout, but was more a proper scout ship. It had just one disruptor cannon, a bunch of sensors, a cloaking device, and engine power and oversized engines for its size. Its goal was to get in under cloak, gather intelligence on enemy positions, and get out. if it was discovered, if enemy ships found it, it wasn't surviving.
Which brings us to the strike fleet seen here. This is the Chang, the official Chang strike fleet. Used during the Klingon Academy simulations.
Chang strike fleet.
Mostly, this is Chang's power fantasy of, I can take out Starfleet with this many ships.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, while the Klingons have a great amount of firepower, so does Starfleet.
Yeah.
The Klingons would not be coming out on top.
Yeah. At best, at that time frame, it would be. At best, it would be a stalemate. At best, in favor of the in the Klingons. If we're on the side of the Klingons, at worst for the Klingons, their fleet would be annihilated, and the Federation fleet would be on its way to Kronos.
Yeah. Well, I do appreciate the fact that Chang wanted to have his little power fantasy. Yeah, that Klingon Academy simulation would not have worked as advertised.
Yeah. So, let's get to starting the Haggoch. 2286 entered service date. It is a shuttlecraft, just like the Hornet we did last time. All these fighter craft will most likely be shuttles, as opposed to shuttle pods or runabouts. Anyway, same department, same system spread, 27, same system total, 27 points. Comms 3, computers 3, engines 5, sensors 4, structure 6, weapons 6. Unlike the Hornet, this thing isn't all that fast, but it doesn't need to be, because this thing is durable and it hits like a bloody tank. Department values. Con 1, security 2. Again, it's still somewhat maneuverable. All small craft must have at least 1 point in con because of this. But the main aspect of the Iron Fist is that it hits like a truck, like a tank. So,
like an iron fist, if you will.
Yes. So, security 2. Also, a quick nod here. I overestimated the stat values for the Hornet B and Hornet C when I was doing that. I've toned them down appropriately for the documents, so you'll see the proper values there when you look in them. Anyway, for weapons, we have disruptor cannons and micro torpedoes. For talent, we have rugged design, because these things are durable and easy to maintain. And scale 1, resistance 1, shields 3, power 3. Descriptor trait, Klingon shuttle.
And that would be the Iron Fist, the Haggoch. Nasty little thing.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.